they sponsored this. Charpo sponsored this, so I thank them for having the cool pizza and food and all that cool stuff. And they've got a really interesting API or a platform they've got for building telephony stuff, SMS-based stuff. That's really neat, and he'll probably talk a little bit about that. And if you got questions about it, you want to hack on it, you can totally do that. But I'm going to talk a little bit about Spaz. So, who here has even heard of it? All right, so like maybe half of you. So Spaz is an open source microblogging client, which I've been working on since early 2007. It's all the client stuff is written in JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and right now it runs on the desktop on top of Adobe Air, and I'm actually in the middle. We're doing a port over to Titanium Desktop from Accelerator, the Titanium platform. So we're actually moving off of Air onto Titanium. But right now the release version is on Air for desktop. So that runs on Mac, OS, or Windows, and Linux. And there's also a mobile client that runs on WebOS, which is Palm and now HP's mobile platform. That's all written in HTML and JavaScript on top of their Mojo framework. So those are the two clients. There's also a collection of shared libraries that we do called Spaz Core, and there's a bunch of different stuff in there, like API libraries for hooking into stuff, like Twitter and other services, like helper stuff and things like that. It's kind of based on jQuery, so we use jQuery for event stuff and DOM handling and things like that. There's also PHP stuff we have a set of web APIs that we host, and that's all written in PHP 5.3. It's written on top of Frappy, which is a platform for building RESTful APIs. It's a really cool platform from the Echo Libre guys, and the same guys who do the Orchestra.io platform for deploying PHP apps. All the code's open source. It has been since day one. It's all new BSD license. And the idea here is that we're just going to hang out. If you have ideas for stuff you want to work on, or you just have questions, or you want to kind of hack around on stuff, you can totally do that. The first thing I'd say is that you're going to want to get online. If you go to help.getspaz.com, that's where our knowledge base is and stuff like that. And actually, if you just go to getspaz.com/helpus, that'll take you right to the article that has a link to all of our GitHub repos, all of our issue trackers, and all that stuff. So there's that. So if you want to kind of learn more about Spaz, look at the code and things like that, you can kind of get familiar with it that way. The other thing I'd say, if you go to j.mp/spazideas, all one word, that I wrote up like 7 or 8 ideas for things that people might want to work on. And all of those are things that it's not like you have to necessarily complete, but just do some work on them. That would really help us out, because really it's a volunteer-driven project. I don't make any money on this. I lose a lot of money on it, but I do it because I really think it's important to have open, transparent stuff for microblogging and other systems like that. And I just really like doing it. So if you want to check it out, if you have questions for me, just ask me, and I will help you as much as I can. I'm happy to do that. And I'm really excited that you guys are here. If you have any questions or those URLs I yelled out, you forgot them already, that's okay. Just ask me, and I'll be glad to help you. And Mark, why don't you talk some about the Tropo stuff you've got, and you've got an application you can show off too that you wrote PHP, right?
Yep, I did. So Tropo will let you build very quickly, very easily, inbound and outbound telephone, instant messaging, text messaging, maybe coincidentally enough, Twitter application. So it might be really cool for somebody who ever use Spaz? It's pretty nice if you want to check it out and use it. It's pretty cool. So you want to build an application that actually so just like an inbound text message, you can send an application response. Tropo, you can do the same thing with Twitter. You send a tweet to an address or a Twitter handle. The app can do whatever it wants. There's 2 different ways to write apps. I can walk you through it. If you want to write PHP, you can write a Tropo app in about 5 minutes. I don't have Nashville numbers. I have Memphis numbers. But you also get a free Skype number and a free SIP. Trace Ventura was not semi-serious about that. So if you want to make somebody's phone ring